on, let me
I just pressed the live button. Okay, so literally the internet just came back and my friggin' robot vacuum just decided that now it's time to vacuum because it just detected the internet again. I am back. Hello.
I'm in the void again. I don't see anything.
You are in the void.
I don't feel anything. I don't hear or smell anything.
I switched to the void briefly to save it. So yeah, that was weird.
Oh shit.
Literally, okay, so literally I was chilling. We were having a good time, and then just the entire internet went down, and I had to go restart my modem and router, and then wait for it to come back, and now we're back. We had to spam this clean to clean the Wi-Fi. Exactly. I was just yeah, so like literally I was gonna lose that round anyway, so who cares? But like, yeah, that was a little awkward. Anyway, I guess you were disconnected due to an unstable internet connection. Yeah, so here, hang on. I think I gotta put you back in the void for a second. I need to invite you into my party.
Oh, my dad's here.
Your what?
My dad's here. In the void.
Join game in the void.
Asher, we're sharing a beer.
Okay, I have joined your game.
Wait, that's not my dad.
That's not your dad. Wait, who is it?
No, my dad would never drink beer.
Oh.
It was a doppelganger of my dad. It was my shadow dad.
I see.
Yeah, okay.
We finished all the challenges. All right, so anyway, we're back. That was very weird. What the hell were we talking about? Just how bad that round was and how much we hated it, I think.
We're talking about how much we didn't like that game, yeah.
This is very weird. Okay, hang on. It's gonna try and eat my socks. Literally, my robot vacuum is just like vacuuming. It just looks like, oh, there's internet. I gotta vacuum, dude. It's important. We gotta vacuum right the fuck now.
God, I don't have like any Internet of Things devices in my house. I've got a single printer that allows me to print things wirelessly, and that's like it.
Like, it's not even like it's an Internet of Things. Like, I can't tell my wireless voice person to like, do I have to restart the game? I think I might need to restart the game. Hang on. Please exit the queue. I'm gonna restart the game really quick.
Okay.
Because I think leaving the game made it upset that, like, you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. It like disconnected from the server or whatever. Listen, robot vacuum, you don't need to do this. It doesn't need to be like this. The void is pretty dangerous. Yeah, you can't look into the void too long.
I don't know, I think it's cozy after a while. You have to get used to it like a hot tub, but...
Yeah, you look at the void too long, it'll start looking back at you. Have you ever heard this theory that, like, okay, so this is pseudoscience nonsense, okay? But it's okay. Fun. It's fun. It's not like anti-vaccine pseudoscience nonsense, which is not cool.
I promise not to get too upset.
Yeah, you can't get upset about this one. It's about aliens and ghosts.
Okay.
So there's like supposed to be this thing where like, okay, hang on, I gotta send you to the void again one more time. Where there's supposed to be this thing where like the more time that you spend looking at ghost stories and whatever, like basically the more you read about aliens and Bigfoot and ghosts and stuff like that, the more you will experience those types of events.
I mean, I don't know that. I don't know that
like,
I think that's pseudoscience necessarily.
It's like the entity is aware that you're looking at it, and it starts looking at you back, and like you start experiencing these paranormal events more because you're engaging with it more.
I think that your reality is subject to your perception. That's where I think it's not pseudoscience. I think.
Babe, can you tell the robot to stop? So the internet restarted, and then the robot like just decided that, yeah. Anyway, Webster, I readied up. But yeah, no. I mean, it's sort of. I mean, the pseudoscience of this is that it is basically like The Secret, right? Where it's like, if I think about money real hard, then I'm gonna get money. Exactly.
Yeah, but like that's the thing is I don't think anybody gets abducted by aliens, but I think people who read a lot about aliens are the people who think they were abducted by them. Yeah,
that's fair. Like, it might be a confirmation bias thing, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, that, and I think that if you believe something, and as someone who was brainwashed by a massive organization as a child, if you believe something, then you will interpret events in your life as being like confirmation of those things.
That's fair, yeah.
How it works.
Like, and I want to put it out there. I also agree that I don't think anybody's getting abducted by aliens. I don't think aliens exist. I've talked about this before. But I also think it's like just an interesting, like these are the kinds of things I love to think off, Rick. I love to think about.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like when we talk about like conspiracy theories and nonsense pseudoscience crap, this is what I love. I love things like, oh yeah, totally. Ghosts are aware that you're thinking about them, and then when you think about them more, you'll see them more. That's awesome.
But you don't love my mom's theory that if she sits in a Himalayan salt cave, it will cleanse her body of like toxins or whatever.
No, that's the kind of stuff that leads to like anti-vaccine bullshit. Yeah. Which I don't love. Also, hi Kentucky Duck, welcome in.
My mom, not an anti-vaxxer.
Surprisingly.
Yeah. Well, she's a medical professional. Even more surprisingly,
you would think that matters. You would think. I would
hope that it matters.
You would hope that would matter, but unfortunately,
apparently not.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's not the case. Like a lot of the time. Please God, I just. Yeah, I worked with somebody at a biomedical company that was an anti-vaxxer.
Makes no sense at all.
Oh, absolutely no sense. Like they were literally working at a company that manufactured diagnostic tests for a biomedical company, and they're like, yeah, I don't think that kids need vaccines. I just think that they need to like eat some dirt. This was their genuine opinion, is that they could get as much resistance to disease by just like eating dirt and worms.
To an airborne disease.
Yes.
They thought that a disease that does not exist in the dirt.
Yes.
That they could develop an immunity to it by exposing their immune system.
So
it might give them a little bit of immunity to dirt diseases because they'll get those diseases. But
so their belief was that their immune system would just be so powerful that they would simply defeat every other virus.
That's incredible.
Yes.
That is an unbelievable. That is such. I wish I had such like childlike wonder in my perception of the world that I could come up with anything like that.
It's insane.
I'm so jealous of your coworker, of your former coworker.
It makes no sense, and it's just like it's just nothing, right? And I'm like, okay. Like, the best part is that I found this out during like a coworker lunch where like all of our coworkers got together to talk, and this is where the real shit came out about like people that were just like weirdly conservative or whatever, and just like brainwashed or whatever. Not to say that liberal people can't be brainwashed about being anti-vaxxers too, because those people are also insane, like the crystal lovers. Which are always like weirdly liberal, but like it's just like it's these luncheons where people are like, oh yeah, did you know that like, oh, these kids these days they're just too clean, and I'm like, what do you mean? They're just too clean, they're not getting any resistances from the dirt, and I'm like, what what do you mean? And I'm like, I don't 100% disagree with you.
I heard about
like that.
Yeah, no. I heard a theory that's why like we get allergies more now than we used to.
I think that is basically conjecture at best. Basically, I don't think there's any actual data on that. But I do think like obviously you do need to let your kids be exposed to like the environment in general, the same way that's literally. But like, okay, here's what gets me about that is that the same people that are like, oh well, we need to let our kids be exposed to the environment. And I'm like, I would like to read you the story of how vaccines were invented. Because that's literally how vaccines work.
Yeah. Yeah, like I saw a tweet that was like, what if instead of like in sincerity, this guy was like, what if instead of vaccines, we just found a way to like expose people to
like a small amount of COVID.
A small amount of the virus. And I'm like, you dense motherfucker. And I'm like,
oh, you mean like literally what the vaccine does?
You know what we should have said was, oh yeah, that's a great idea. Like that's
what if instead of getting rid of guns, we just didn't let people have guns anymore?
Yeah, like don't ever. Yeah, so next time someone accidentally comes up with the ideas, like when an anti-vaxxer accidentally comes up with a solution to the problem that is a vaccine, don't correct them. coddle them. Be like, oh, you're such a big brain boy. Please, let's invent this.
Yeah, that sounds like such a good idea. We should do that. Oh my god. Like, I'm just like, okay, but like literally, I'm like, but you just invented a vaccine. It's like the tech bros that like invent new things, but like, no, but like, you didn't invent anything new. That's just literally a thing that exists.
Yeah,
already.
like the fucking like Hyperloop or whatever. Like,
yeah,
oh,
it's like, no, but that's called a train, my dude.
Yeah, except now it's a tunnel for cars.
Yeah. Cars. Yeah, and it's just like, oh yeah, now only one person gets to use it.
Yeah, and if that car starts on fire, they have no way out.
Yeah.
So it's like a terror box that they know. They basically made cars worse.
Well, the Hyperloop already exists, and you know what also exists? High-speed trains and magnetic trains and stuff like that. That literally the rest of the world already has, but we're too dense to use them.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
Too stubborn.
But like, okay, one thing I will say about like quote unquote the Hyperloop, I know it's just like a tunnel for cars or whatever, but like something that I saw, I was watching this documentary about like human spaces, which I'm such a big fan of. Like just the concept of like designing things for like humans to use instead of cars to use, right?
Yeah.
Which is why like the Netherlands are so awesome, etc. Right?
Yeah,
because
that's why
like,
they can bike everywhere, is because their civil engineering isn't fucked.
Yeah, because they designed the cities for people, not for cars, right?
Yeah.
And so there was this city in the Middle East, I guess, that was built like, and it's not Dubai, that was built like as a test bed for this, for sort of the idea of it. It's like basically they're like, okay, like how can we build our spaces to be like reasonable spaces for people to live in? I've never played whatever this game is, by the way. And so what they did is like, so they have Dubai, and Dubai, like the surface temperature is like 80 degrees or whatever, like 80 degrees Celsius, right? And then they, oh no, I have played this. And then like literally this city that's like 100 miles away from Dubai, they built it with like the buildings, like the domiciles, like where people live, they built them in the middle of the desert such that they don't need air conditioning because they shield it from light. They design it with air throughput and stuff like that, right? And everything, and they design the whole city so that like people can be in the city and not rely on like air conditioning and stuff like that. And one of the things that they did, this is related to the Hyperloop thing, right, is that they made it so that like cars, all the cars go underground. There are no streets. You park your car in like an area, right? And then and then you just take like an elevator up, basically. An elevator up, and then like inside the city, there's just like plazas. Like you take a city up to like an elevator up to wherever the up to this plaza, instead of parking your car in a parking lot. Oh frick. I am eliminated. Is that the long town? I'm not sure. Are you still alive? Yeah, that's good. And so it's sort of like the concept of like a mall where like there's just like, oh yeah, we have like a human area where it's like there's places to sit and read books and whatever, and you can drive your car to those places underground, and then once you're above ground, these spaces are just for people. Oh, you have to get flicked.
Great.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so I love the idea of like adaptable concepts like that. That's like actual innovation. The Hyperloop is nothing.
Yeah, like the idea of like, I wish we could tear down North American cities and build them in spaces that were like meant for people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, more than that, I wish we could have prevented Ford from destroying the civil engineering of our country to begin with.
That would be good, yeah.
Yeah, that would be great.
If we were more invested in trains and stuff like that.
Yeah, or even if we just didn't have like,
or even if like
so
I don't
much
know, we
less
built
space
sidewalks.
Yeah, like back in the day, it used to be that everything you needed was within walking distance of your house. I could get groceries by walking to the grocery store, you know?
I've talked about that. Like, the original concept of a mall was like, oh yeah, you live in an apartment building, but then below the apartment building is all of the things you need to live and work. You don't need to do anything extra, right?
Yeah.
Like, you can just go to this one place and you're good. Oh my god, Webster, you have the site. Oh my god, you literally had the site. That was crazy. This is literally just a Squid Game, by the way. By the way, don't watch Squid Game. If you're upset about like people doing horrible things to people, don't watch Squid Game.
Yeah. I forgot.
Because that's literally that's literally Squid Game's whole thing. Is just like, yeah, doing horrible things to people. Yeah, you fell down a couple times. Winnipeg, I'm not a big fan of Winnipeg because I don't want to live under 12 feet of snow like for like 8 months of the year. But my grandmother did live there, and like I respect it as a city. It's not for me. I've lived with enough snow.
It's so interesting. Like, I don't know. I've heard like so many disparaging things about Winnipeg.
I mean, it is
like
it is a city that like when it doesn't have snow has like a field of black flies. So
see, there's a song by the Weaker Thans called "One Great City," and like the chorus literally goes like, "I hate Winnipeg."
Yeah, I know.
There's a movie. There's a movie. I love this movie called My Winnipeg, which is all about like. It's like a pseudo documentary about like the filmmaker's life, like a surrealist film about like trying to leave Winnipeg his entire life. I don't know.
Like, I understand. Like, I think if I grew up and lived in Winnipeg, I mean, I lived in a place very similar where it was like cold as all hell in the winter, and then just in the summer it was just suffering. So like I get it, but like I got away from there because I'm just not part of it anymore. The mosquito and black fly counts have been down a lot. I mean, biodiversity in general and insect anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't surprise me. Can I be in the front, please? This is such an oh, I'm so close to the front. You're literally in the front. But yeah, I don't know if I'm a big fan of like wanting to live in a place like Winnipeg. Oh God, the chaos, dude. Okay, we made it. Thank God. I hate this map for being like so brutal when you're in the pack.
So there's something. There are a lot of games in Fall Guys that are very like.
Crabs in the buckety.
Yeah, like what I was going to say is
okay, now I'm
shit, what's that?
This is easy now.
What's that law? There's some law that it's like people will typically work in their own self-interest. Like,
oh yeah, I don't know what I don't know what the name is, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like there's I don't know, like did you know that the best way
that guy's name was
way to fix. Huh?
The guy's name, sorry, I will let you finish, but the guy's name was Who's Your Daddy? Like, you're a hoser. Like, but it was Who's Your Daddy? It was very good. Anyway, continue.
No, but like
generally, commonly, people will act in their own self-interest and not in the interest of the society,
Like, the fastest way to fix a traffic jam is to let people through.
Yeah.
Like that's like been researched, like that's studied. Like if you're on the freeway, if you're on the freeway, like and like enough people like just let other people pass, you know?
Just like chill out and just don't panic.
Then traffic jams will resolve, but that's the thing is they will resolve because somebody was altruistic or because enough people were altruistic, and that's why traffic jams like happen basically.
Yeah, Lucian,
you know, like,
I totally respect that, like, living in Winnipeg is like, oh, I can afford a house. But, like, also, have you considered that there's literally no biotech to work at in Winnipeg? Like, that's sort of my problem in my field of work, is that, like, there's only so many cities that, like, I can work in and, like, genuinely earn a reasonable amount of money. And, yeah, that's the thing. Is like, I can't afford a house if I can't work. Like, I would have to go there and work for, like, Target. So, unfortunately, it wouldn't work out for me. Unless, like, I got a job as, like, a professor at the University of Winnipeg or something like that.
I think Winnipeg is fun to say.
I think a lot of Canadian cities are fun to say. Like, Saskatchewan is not a city, but it is very fun to say.
I think all of these are
And
like I think
there's
all of
a
these
ci-
are words like indigenous like
Yeah.
languages.
There's a city called Athabasca, which I think is very fun to say as well. Saskatoon is very fun to say. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the words in Washington, because it's very indigenous here as well. Like a lot of the names of the cities are indigenous. Like there's like the casino here is the Muckluck Casino, which I think is so fun to say.
Yeah, well, there's like a lot of. I mean, that's also like everywhere in the United States. It's like either Spanish, you know, like San Antonio, Los Angeles, you know, like all of these places, or their indigenous languages, like
Webster.
Kentucky or.
I was going to tell you that show I was telling you about earlier, part of the reason why I thought you might be into it is because they speak like a lot of Spanish in it.
Oh, they do?
Like it's like mostly Spanish. And then they put the subtitles there as well.
Yeah,
and it's pretty good for that. Please God, release
although
me.
I have a lot of shows that I could just watch like in Spanish without subtitles, which is
That's
the best
fair.
way to do it. Mostly I just need people to talk to. I don't know. I think I'm going to try and talk to like Crouton in Spanish more.
Do it. I was watching you speak Spanish to the like all our friends was like really fun.
It made me really excited about the idea of like learning it again, like picking it up, because like that was actually my first time I think ever like speaking with people who were like native Spanish speakers.
And Koito was so excited to hear you speak Spanish.
Yeah.
It was so cute.
Yeah, like it was really encouraging actually. I don't know. I really do need to get back into that. I need to just like.
Oh, I made it over the line. Let's go. Dude, I'm going to qualify. Nothing's going to stop me. Not even hubris.
I'm doing pretty good.
Let me in. I am not in first place, obviously, since first place literally already qualified. But, like, I can see the finish line. I'm in, like, 5th or something. 6th.
Yeah. Doing well. I think I'm gonna qualify.
Do either of us watch JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? No.
I don't.
And
no.
I am terrified to watch the show because the only thing I know about that show is a GIF somebody sent me once of like them like sensually sucking on a lollipop, and it like is upsetting to me to look at that GIF.
Like I said, I watched like no television.
Yeah, Japanese.
A couple weeks ago, I got really into Columbo. I watched like 7 episodes of Columbo, and I'm kind of falling off it now.
It might have been a cherry. I don't know. It looked like a lollipop. Painmo, welcome to the Clam Club. Thanks for showing on by. Japanese, I like learned enough to read hiragana and then like basically a few words. And it was enough that like when I watch anime, I can like understand like one sentence every once in a while. And then I go, and then it's gone.
I can read Spanish quite well, actually. It's, you know, that's the part of Spanish I'm best at is reading. Listening, I'm okay at. Speaking,
That's
I'm
how I
bad
am
at. And
in
writing,
French,
I'm
basically.
like, yeah.
Can I get a ring, please? Got it. Get owned. Highly owned. I own this space. Please do not perceive my space.
Oh, we're doing this for teams?
Mm-hmm. I can't help but feel like I'm not pulling my weight right now.
I'm doing very badly, actually. I think I've gotten 2. We're not
Yellow team just got a
losing, but yellow
gold
is
ring,
kind of
which is
whipping
pretty
our
bad.
ass.
Yeah. We are technically losing now, by the way.
Dude, I'm watching this one guy just killing it. Like, this guy on gold team is just, like, whipping ass and taking names. Like,
dude, yellow just got another gold.
Shit, dude.
We're kind of fucked, actually.
I mean, unless we can get a gold, yeah, I think that's kind of the situation.
Yeah, we're kind of getting our booties clapped. Gimme. We gotta come back. We can do it. We can do it.
Rebound.
Yeah,
Stranger
we can come back from this. Do you remember when we came back from the other one? Dude, we're
Yeah,
only
dude.
3 behind. We can do it. We just need a goldie.
All right, 2 behind. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yo, no. I had the gold. Oh, no. Oh, fuck me. All right. Well, that was fun. Fun while it lasted.
Well, who got the gold?
It was someone from blue team.
Oh, frick. That's not good.
I jumped and like hit the rim and like.
Oh, unfortunate.
I was so close.
It's still possible if we got a gold like right now.
I was yeah. See, I was excited for everybody to like carry me on their shoulders.
Yeah, we need a gold like literally now.
Yeah, I get to drink wine out of a virgin's hair.
Oh no, there was a gold right there at the end. Oh, no. I turned around and there was a gold right where I was standing. Oh,
God, frick. We did our best.
We did our best. Actually, I to be honest, I kind of didn't do my best. I kind of did nothing for most of it.
I did okay.
I kind of did nothing most of the time. I was just standing there controlling space, and then like no rings were spawning by me. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
So but yeah, like learning other languages, seeing you learn other languages is like actually really cute.
Oh, gosh.
No, yeah, my grandma. I was just expecting to get carried there. I want to see, like, I loved watching, like, honestly, watching you speak so excitedly in another language. I was like, man, I want to learn another language.
It's really addicting. Like, once you get over like the hurdle of like
when you were like, oh, I did this immersion language thing. I'm like, man, I should do that, but I could never, because like the thing is, have like, to read scientific papers.
Yeah, I had so much time for it before I started streaming, and then when I started streaming, like all of my time went to streaming, and it's like, all right, well, I guess I'm giving this up.
Spanish.
I don't know that I could do that.
Speak only in Spanish for the next 30 seconds. Tell me about your favorite food in Spanish. Peas. And how good peas are.
No sé cómo se dice peas en español, pero son verde y delicioso y tienes no tiene I don't hold on. I'm probably like butchering it because like I'm like on the spot.
Okay, people in chat are telling you that it's actually really good.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, that's good to hear. It's good that I'm like I've got a good start.
There
but
you
yeah,
go.
like I think that's the thing.
I think every time you've spoken to Spanish and somebody understood it at any point, people were like, "Holy shit, your Spanish is so good."
Yeah, and like the thing is like I think people have like this misconception, and by people I mean like the education system and like, you know, like I'm not usually the type to like disparage like like, you know, traditional education, because I think that in terms of like teaching math and science, they're probably doing that right, but like languages are like
I disagree, but okay.
Yeah, you probably you're more experienced than I am in those terms, but like that's the thing though, is that like learning a language is so much more about acquisition than grammar. Like people think that what they have to do is like learn the grammar and like use like Duolingo and stuff like that, but like what actually makes you learn languages is like listening to them a lot and like reading them a lot.
Frick. All right, I'm not going down the middle anymore. It's too hard. It's too challenging.
Got this. Damn it.
Too hard. Too difficult. Should have just been a coward. I should have qualified first. Absolutely. But yeah, I actually disagree that people teach science and math correctly, and it's something that makes conservatives see the teeth because they get really mad about it because all they want to do is teach things the way that they did in 1943.
Okay.
But like, I actually think that like there was a way that people, and there was a big fight about this in Canada, which is it's like objective-based learning is just broken basically, and that like essentially by saying I'm gonna teach you how like. Okay, so instead of teaching people that the answer to 2 + 2 is 4, teach them that the answer is 4, but then how to get the question, basically. Like, not just, like, basically teaching the why of things and not just, like, the how or, like, the answer to things. Because, like, if you just teach people, like, not to come to the conclusion themselves, then they don't have critical thinking skills, right? You have to be able to teach them, okay, you just give them 2 apples and 2 apples, and you go like, how many is this? And they go, I don't have a word for that, right? Yeah. You have to tell them how to do, you know what I mean? Like you have to teach them. You have to teach them how to think, how to like actually come up with solutions. And so when you take that to a further conclusion, like a logical conclusion, instead of teaching people like the answer of science, like teaching people like, oh, this is just the way things are, you have to teach them how to come up with that answer. How to determine that, oh, you know, if you take an acid and a base and you put them together in a beaker, that they'll react. Why? Okay, you have to like have them come up with that conclusion. You know what I mean? And when you teach people that way, instead of like teaching them an answer, what they're able to do then is learn the actual way the universe works and then come up with things intuitively that they may not even know. You know what I mean? That's why I'm so good at thinking about how the universe works, is because I've taught myself to think this way. That's how scientists think.
Yeah, it's like that old idiom, feed a man some Doritos and you feed him for a day. You teach a man how to Doritos.
Yeah.
Feed him for a lifetime.
Feed him for a lifetime, yeah.
Yeah.
They do say that.
They do say that.
Mm-hmm. I want to go in the middle. The middle is the way. Oh frick! I fell down. Everybody push! Everybody push! Everybody push! No, it's this way. This is the way. This is the way. Oh, go.
Okay.
But yeah, I agree. In colleges, they start teaching people this, but it's like not well taught. Even in colleges, I would argue, to be honest. I think that like there are certain people that like just intuitively think this way as like by default, and then there's people that don't think that way. But like schools, if they taught this way, you would get like a lot more scientists. You would get like a lot more mathematicians. You would get like just people that can critically think. It just becomes so much more important.
Yeah. Shit. Shit. No, my God. Oh, this is the worst.
Are you falling behind?
Yeah, I was doing really well, and then like I got pushed back twice in a row.
I'm doing like extremely well. I think I'm in second, maybe.
If I don't qualify, this will be the first time I didn't qualify in this stage.
This will be. I have always qualified in the race.
Yeah, this is the worst I've ever done in this one.
This guy just got full yeeted. You know what my favorite yeet, like not anachronism, but like joke always was? Wait, what do you mean lap 2? Wait, what? Wait, what is going on? What?
Are you doing lap 3 now?
Yeah, they want me to do. They want me to do lap 3.
Oh, that's confusing. What?
What the frick just happened?
Well, I was very close to the finish line and didn't get through.
I did too well?
That's bizarre.
Yeah, I was like, wait, they're making me do third lap.
This is bugged out. That's horseshit. That sucks.
That's actually so crappy. That is weird. Okay, whatever. Uno mas. Uno mas.
Uno mas.
I'm ready. Yeah, I did too good, and somebody hacked into my computer. Somebody got big brain education in elementary school and learned how to hack too early in their career. Some Zoomer hacked my computer. You know what they're calling the generation after Zoomers?
What?
Alpha.
No, they're not.
They are. I wish I was joking. They're calling them Generation Alpha.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
Genuine worst, I think.
That's awful. I hate that a lot. Who decides these things? Who comes up with them? Can I be the person? Can I choose the next one, please?
And yeah, they can be Gen Beta, which is again the worst possible outcome. Like, oh yeah, what generation are you part of? Oh, Gen Alpha. Oh yeah, sick bro. What generation are you in? Oh, I'm in Generation Beta. Oh, you're just a beta, right, bro?
Maybe
just a beta bitch. Like,
I would at least hope that those terms have exited the
vernacular.
the English vernacular by the time,
frick.
by the time Generation
Frick.
Beta comes around. Otherwise, God help them.
Yeah, God help them. They're
Although
screwed.
honestly, God help Generation Alpha, like,
I am dead again.
for similar reasons.
I may not qualify here. I've made several major mistakes. Caught me glancing one too many times. I see that Webster has qualified. Frick. How am I dying? I keep getting gimped by like the worst RNG of all time. It's not my fault, bro. Just look. Yeah, it's not my fault, bro. Like, the thing is that the cracks in the ground aren't fair. It's not my fault. See, like, okay, look, what was I supposed to do? Like, the heavens opened beneath me and just, like, decided that it was not my time. Yeah,
there is a little bit of luck in this game, isn't there?
Like, literally every time I was like, oh, yeah, okay. Like, I got there and there was, like, literally a 40-foot gap between the ground. Like, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
Zoomers are already resigned to a dead planet. Alpha's just going to be dead inside. I think Gen Z... Listen, I know that Gen Z thinks that they invented being dead inside, but we literally invented emo punk. So, you know, watch yourself. Okay?
I mean, I don't know. I hate to say it, but I think Gen X were the progenitors of that, right? Because if we're talking about like,
that's true. I would say that
we're talking about like sunny day real estate, like saves the day.
They
like
made
those,
it, but we consumed it. So
yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah, we didn't invent it. We perfected it. Yeah, exactly. We didn't invent emo. We just perfected it into My Chemical Romance, the perfect pop punk band.
I never got into My Chemical Romance.
Are you the only millennial that believes that something can be done to avoid the worst? Oh no. I mean, Webster is firmly in the camp of we're all screwed. But I actually do believe that science can like totally, like, I think that we can mitigate the effects,
No,
but
I don't,
like that there will still be major problems, but yeah.
To be clear, what was there one?
I have no idea.
To be clear, I'm not like a doomer. That's like, I think the future is uncertain. I think that we're on the wrong path. That's all I will say.
I agree. I don't think that we're doing enough, but I think that there's still like a chance that like, well, what I think is that even if all the humans die, that the world will continue to exist is basically what I believe.
Oh, well, yeah, I think that's certain.
Like, even if we screw ourselves.
Oh, shit. I don't know. Shit. All right, yeah. There you go.
I always die in this one. I'm not surprised. Dude, if you got to work at CERN, that would be like me working on the James Webb Space Telescope. Oh my god, at work? Okay, can I tell you something about like how my work has gone? Like how my days on the job. I have had two work days. Can I tell you about them?
Please.
Okay. So on my first work day, we spent the first half of the day, and this is related to a funny story I'm going to tell. First half of the day is all orientation stuff, like HR stuff, where they're like, this is how Medicare works, and this is how the IT system works, and all that stuff, right? So during that, we did an icebreaker, one of those icebreaker games where like everybody in the room had to go around and say our names and what our job was. And then like something that we're excited for the 2022 like winter, or 2021, 2022 winter, or into 2022. And like literally every single person in that room was like okay, so I was like the 8th out of 10 people to get asked what my thing was, and literally every single person before me was like, yeah, I just can't wait to hit the slopes. I can't wait for the snow. The snow is gonna be so great. I love the winter. Winter's so awesome. And then I'm like, I'm really excited for the James Webb Space Telescope to launch. And everybody just sort of looked at me, and I was like, you're what?
Oh god, that's so funny. I swear to Christ, like you're probably a lot like me in workplaces where like I get the impression that like all of my coworkers like each other more than I like them. And I think the feeling is kind of mutual, you know, where it's like, oh, well, I can be friendly with this person, I can work with them, but I couldn't possibly like hang out with them outside of the office.
Yeah, maybe.
And
I mean, I
don't
prefer
know.
not to, but
Yeah, I absolutely prefer not to. It's yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, no, I thought it was really funny because I'm like, everybody's like, yeah, bro, love me some snow, get me on those slopes, blah blah blah, and I'm like, to be clear, I was not the only scientist accepting a job there. Now I was one of the only scientists, but like I was not the only scientist. And then like for everybody to be like, oh, I'm so excited about this, and then like I am a consummate scientist, like as my thing, right? Like I'm always thinking about science. And so then for me to be like, oh, I'm excited about this science thing, and all these people in the room that are literally accepting a job for a scientific company that look at me funny because I'm like, yeah, I'm really excited about this thing that's related to biogenesis, and it's like my whole thing. And then they're like everybody's like, okay. It felt just like I was in middle school and I said that Beast Wars was my favorite anime, or favorite TV show rather.
Yeah, see, I lie to people.
I probably made them look dumb.
That's how I get along with my coworkers, is I lie to them, is the thing.
Oh, frick. I just did a bad thing. I regret the things I did. There's still chances here. They're not good chances, but there's chances. They thought I was lying to look smart. Maybe, but like, I don't know. Like that would be such a shallow thing to do, I guess. Like, it's like, oh, I'm just trying to look smart. It's like, no, I'm like genuinely excited about the James Webb Space Telescope. It's like literally my entire thing. Go.
I don't know. I'm very fortunate that I've got like birds as a thing that I can talk to about, like, that's like
I'm really excited about the shorebirds.
I lean so much harder into birds like around people who are like, you know, like cishet than like than people than even like, you know how hard I lean into birds around like you and everything. Like around people who are cishet, like it's even more to like put off the scent of like the furry fandom. It's like
no, absolutely.
So that like they think I'm so into birds that there's nothing else going on in my life.
Please.
Why are these people? Come on, guys. We have to work together a little bit to win this one. You realize that, right? Like this one, like you can't win it without like a little bit of help from like your neighbors.
That's not how they think, though. Oh, frick. Now it's all over there. I'm screwed, dude. I'm so screwed. I've been stuck at this one part for this whole time. This is just literal crabs in the bucket strategies here. Okay, I don't care. I'm saving myself. You can't win this one if your
teammates suck ass. Like, it's,
Bro, my teammates were just so shitty.
I mean, they're not technically teammates. We're competing against each other, but like...
No, I'm not. I'm just making fun of gamer culture. Not you.
No, of course. And you're allowed to make fun of me,
too.
What
happened to the background music? Where's the music?
I promise you will never insult me, but like... Oh, this is enormously annoying to me.
Oh, no.
Okay.
This is the worst one. This is literally the worst.
I give up. I've decided that I am not going to continue.
Speedy Cake, welcome to the Clam Club. Thanks for signing on by. Well, thank you for the follow. Dude, that I will say, whenever I play like League of Legends, when I used to, the oh my god, my teammates are so bad thing is definitely a thing.
Yeah.
It's like infuriating when like the people that you're playing a game with just like refuse to listen to logic. You're like, oh my god. Just imagine a coworker talking about the NFT he recently bought. Luckily, I work for a company that literally has a trans pride flag in the hallway when you walk outside the elevator, so like I don't think that's a problem.
I work in tech,
although
so I probably will in my lifetime have to have, like...
I will say that during my orientation, we were talking about like healthcare plans or whatever, and one of the things you can do was like an HSA or whatever, and like I guess there's HSA, FSA. I don't know anything about American healthcare, but apparently with you can do like you can do this HSA. And the thing about the HSA that this one person was suddenly weirdly invested in was the fact that once you have a certain amount of money in your HSA that you could invest it. And I was like, oh, this guy fucks with NFTs for sure, 100%. Like the second that he heard about like, oh yeah, there's a healthcare plan. He doesn't give a shit whether he gets covered by healthcare. All he cared about was that he could invest his like healthcare money in like cool NFTs or something. And I was like, oh,
HSAs before though. I don't know. Not for that reason.
I am going to qualify.
Yo.
I'm already 11 is the thing. Oh well, I mean like that's not helping, but please. I just need 2 more. God, get off me, bro! Please, I swear to God.
I haven't had any crypto bro coworkers yet, but it is basically inevitable for me. It's going.
Oh
to
yeah,
happen.
it's working in your industry, absolutely, 100%. But like I will say like, my company has like a lot of like tech bros working for it as well because they have a lot of coders. Working on like the machines that they program or whatever, and so inevitably one of them is going to be like a gross tech bro. But the company does like there's a Pride network. There's like they have like Black Lives Matter like flags all over. There's like trans pride flag. My boss, when she was interviewing me, literally had like a trans pride print, and then like the other one had like on their bag was like covered in like pride flags, and I was like, okay, this is a great company. So
yeah, not so much mine, but they're good for other things. Ugh.
So I was really happy with like how my company worked out. Like the culture there is so good. I'm so happy with it. It's amazing. But yeah, that's sort of like a rundown of like what has happened with me and my company in my first day anyway, other than like me sitting there and like just sort of reading papers the whole time. Oh, the other thing that really blew my mind was that we went out for lunch on my first day as like a welcome to me, and there's like 10 people at that lunch, and literally the company just paid for all of it. My boss didn't. The company just paid every dime, and I was like, okay. I've literally never been at a company. A lot
of companies do like invest in like workplace culture and stuff like that. It's important. What is this guy next to you? What's this guy to the right of you? Oh, it's the toucan. Okay.
I do want the toucan costume extremely badly.
No, the toucan one I want is the one that's like in the palm tree.
You want that one specific? You don't want to be a toucan. You just want to be a round one.
I want to have one on my head. I think it's a really
cute toucan. Get it, goalie. Thank you. Get it, go. No, the guy go the other way. Other way. Oh my God, my camera is so cursed. Get it out of here. Just be the last man. Oh, what a save. Did you see that? I saved the shit out of that. That was amazing.
Hell yeah. Killing it.
Dude, we're gonna win here. Yes, good.
That shit post.
Sick header. If that goes in,
about,
the greatest goal of all time, basically. I had the sickest header there. To the middle. I centered it for my winger. Actually, one of the things that made me really happy about this company is that when I went in to talk about my interview, they asked me what my pronouns were, and I was kind of scared to admit what my pronouns were because like I've never worked at a place where I felt comfortable talking about that. But then like I was like, actually, you know what? I'm just gonna tell them, and then I did it, and they were like, great, cool. And like literally in the workplace now, if anybody calls me like anything but they them, they're like my boss will be like, actually, they're they them, and I'm like, I have the best boss.
Yeah, that whoops ass.
Yeah. It's like I don't even know how to like describe how validating it feels. It's like insane. Like I don't think you can understand unless like you've been through it. Okay.
Yeah, my boss tries to use like sexuality inclusive language around me, which I think is funny.
Yeah, my boss is pretty awesome, and like the amount of people that have just like random colors hair is how I can tell that this is an awesome place to work. It's like every other person just has like purple, pink, blue hair. Yeah. It's awesome. Tattoos all over the place, piercings.
Webster
awesome.
taught me that I'm agosexual today. Oh hell yeah, Aldrago.
What is agosexual?
Agosexual is where like there's like a disconnection between like your libido and actual sex, basically. Like that's what I am. Is I'm agosexual, where it's like yeah, I've got kinks, I've got like, you know, I've got a libido, like I've got like all of those things, but
no desire for physical
sex,
contact.
like yeah, like sex. Well, no, I have a desire for physical contact.
Well, yeah,
It's
but not
sex. Like sex for it is boring to me. It like I just lose interest as soon as it becomes sex.
Go here, please. Princess Drago, welcome to the Clam Club. Thanks for swinging on by. Welcome.
And it's funny because like
I do want to end someone's life here, but I'm scared.
every time I tell someone I'm agosexual and they say what's that, and I explain it to them, at least one other person in the room is like, oh fuck.
Oh fuck, it's me.
Like learning something about themselves. Like and
This
that,
better
like,
not
that's so
awaken anything
validating.
in me.
Yeah, that happened to me. That was literally what happened. Like it happened. I explained it in a Discord call with like
Did you
15
see the
other
force
people.
with which I yeeted that guy across the? That was crazy. He was grabbing me and I just jumped and he like got sent. That was crazy.
Yeah. Like I was in a Discord call with like 15 people and I explained it, and like literally 2 people were like, "Oh shit."
Oh shit.
And like
that's me.
one of them was like, "I've just been saying Demi this whole time." Like like there are so many many like great like ace spectrum terms that like people should be using because they're helpful, but like they just aren't in like mainstream sexuality conversations yet, which is a shame because like they're good words. They explain things. They explain concepts that people have and just don't have words for. Like,
oh jeez. Oh god. Oh Jesus Christ. Okay. Sorry, I'm not trying to like shut you up. I'm just like
no, you're
extremely
good.
flooded.
You're in the zone.
Oh no, frick! I flooded myself.
Oh,
Dude, I was so close. I was Final 4 there. That was really close. It was getting so fast. I was starting to get dizzy. Max Book Boy, welcome to the Clam Club. Thanks for coming on by. Welcome. All right, uno mas.
Let's go, uno mas.
This is like that conversation we had the other day, or maybe it was just on your stream. Yeah, it was on your stream where we talked about like how like people learned about their sexuality and not just their gender as well through like making their characters.
Yeah, through personas. Like I feel like that's the thing, is the persona is like the ultimate vehicle for exploration of like all of these concepts.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
because like
I talked about this before, but like having sync, like just instantly I was like, oh wait, no, I'm non-binary. I get it.
Hold on.
Like
Is
immediately.
I think Webster. Oh, I thought Webster froze, but he didn't. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, like I'm pan as hell, and like also like I'm pan and non-binary, but like I as soon as I like thought about it in that way and like put myself in this character, I was like, wait, you know what I mean?
You know, the funny thing is, like, I actually had such a thorn in my side about this, and I still do actually. Like when I was young, like I've been in the furry fandom for a long time, like since I was like 15, 14 years old. And like back then, like when you're like a teenager and existing in a queer space, like there's kind of this thing where like if you're like 14 and you tell people that you're gay, then people are like, they're very quick to come to your defense and be like yes, like this is like,
yeah,
like I knew from a young age that I was gay as well, and I'm so proud of you for coming to this realization, and I hope, you know, like all of that type of thing. Like that dialogue does not exist for ace people.
For sure.
When you come out of when you say you're ace and you're like 14 years old,
no, you're just
people
mistaken. You'll figure it out.
That's always what they say is like, well, maybe you're just not old enough to know yet. Like the type of shit that you would not be allowed to say to them about their sexuality.
I remember that people said that about my little brother a lot when he was a teenager because he just wasn't into girls, and they're like, no, you'll figure it out or whatever. But like, yeah, that he didn't. He's just ace, and now he has a great boyfriend, like that they've been together for like ever. But he's just ace, and he's happy.
And
with
like,
it.
yeah, and like that's the really frustrating thing is that I told people I was ace, and that was always the response, and I kind of started to take their word for it. I was like, all right, I guess I just haven't finished developing yet.
One day.
And of course I wasn't wrong. I knew myself.
Yeah.
I knew, you know, like I don't know. It actually like. It actually drives me up the wall. It makes me really upset.
What Ori in my chat said is like exactly me. It's exactly, I agree. It's like my Sona went from, oh yeah, I need a persona and I want to be furry, to this cat is my entire gender so fast.
Yeah.
Like, no, but this otter is literally my entire gender. That's like literally how it went for me. Because I went through a few characters and then like I hit sync and I'm like, oh no. Yeah, it is crazy. Like, it just became like my everything. I was like, okay, no, like, but this is literally me.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Webster is fairly representative of my gender in some ways. I mean, like I'm like very agender, but I'm not androgynous. So it's like, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
like,
hard to explain. It's just
I designed Sync weird. Okay, you know what's wild about it? I designed Sync to be androgynous from the start, and never at any point during that design process did I go, there might be a reason for this. I didn't even think about it. I was just like, no, Sync is going to be like this, like intersex or like non-binary or like whatever looking thing that like if you didn't know anything about them, you might confuse them for male or female at any given point. You wouldn't know, right? And then like I literally in my head I was like, okay, but like none of that came across as like my head in my head as like, oh, there's something here. Oh, frick this game, man.
Yeah, I mean, the first time I explored my gender was my previous persona, and I had a friend who was like, "Have you tried drawing them like gender swapped just for fun?" And I was like, "Yeah, that sounds like fun." And then I did it, and it was like, oh no, I like relate to this a lot currently.
Yep, that's basically where it went for me. I was just like, oh no, like I as soon as I had the character and it was drawn for me, and like I understood it, I was like, oh, I get it now. Wait, no.
Yeah.
It just hit me. Okay, but I do.
Yeah, and that's the funny thing is like I experimented a lot more with my gender expression back then, and I think what I ended up deciding for myself is that like the expression has very little to do with it for me. At least, I mean, the gender expression of my persona maybe, but like my persona represents like something internal about myself, you know, like the gender expression of myself, like in terms of like clothes that I buy and stuff like that, has very little to do with it for me.
I don't know that I'm gonna qualify here.
I've got 3.
I have 5. It's going pretty bad right now.
This is probably the best I've done at this one.
I have 6.
I've got 3 though.
I'm going over to this one where like there's no one has touched it, is untouched. So far it's going pretty bad.
I've still got 3.
I have 7. I have 8.
This is the one I am the worst at of all of the games in this pack.
I don't really understand why I'm so bad at this. Can I get some more orbs at like anywhere else? Because this one sucks. I'm begging you. Yes, this game, one, please.
This game makes me feel like I have no depth perception.
Please, I'm begging you. Oh God. Yeah, I was doing so good at this so many times. I have 13.
I think the fact that so many people have now qualified is like a pretty good sign that I'm not going to be one of them.
Please, God. Oh, they're over there. Frick. Oh, I get the hammer. Ugh. Please, I just need 2 more. I need 1 more. I need literally 1. I did it! I just barely made it. Gender TF is definitely a gateway to understanding what your gender identity expression might be. Okay, so the thing that got me really fast about all this is that, like, okay, so like there's this thing, and I think it was like a comic or something like that, or maybe somebody made a tweet, or somebody said this or something at some point. But I remember them saying something like literally, like, wait, not everybody thinks about what it's like to be like the other gender. But that's not just normal. Not everybody does that. And people are like, oh, honey, no. And I was like, oh. You don't just like think about that sometimes and like just wonder about it and then just like daydream about it, like just think about it like a lot. And then like people are like, no, that's like not normal.
Oh shit, it is snowing outside.
And that's when I was like, oh, maybe I'm not cis.
Yeah, see, I don't know. It's interesting. Like a lot of it I probably won't talk about, but like and I really haven't talked that much to you about like my gender feelings even. But like
Oh, slime climb. God.
I don't know, like in certain ways I think I'm actually like gender fluid, I guess, but like still my expression is very, I don't know. I think my gender expression is fairly cisnormative, and it's just because I'm like comfortable with it.
Yeah, that's fair. I think it's really interesting that so many people in like furry go through like their furry characters and like go through so many gender bending art and whatever. Like they'll do so much gender bending art, and then they'll do so much like exploration of that, and then never realize it about themselves. You know what I mean? Like to everybody else, they're like, okay, come on.
Yeah, and like I've uncovered trauma, you know, where like I'll start drawing a character or imagining a character in a way that involves like some type of wish fulfillment, and realize like, oh shit, like like I understand like pieces of myself, you know, like it's such an incredible tool of just like unraveling your mind.
Yeah.
You know, and like exploring like your feelings and like aspects of your life that you've maybe been neglecting or ignoring.
But again,
I don't know.
Again, normal people don't think about that stuff. Oh, all right, rip that dude, by the way. Rip to that dude, but I'm just built different. We just got to go slow here. Just go. Hell yeah. But like normal, like people, like it's not normal for people to just think about their gender. Like people just
no.
Like if you're cis, that literally never comes across your mind. You never are like, but what if I did have like boobs?
like that's the thing is like I think most people just consider like being queer as something that happens to other people.
Yeah.
And so they just assume, you know, that it couldn't be them, you know, and it could be and might be, you know, like and that's the thing is like I thought I was cis het like when I joined the fandom, and it was like because of the fandom that I eventually like you know like discovered those aspects of myself. All right, this is, I cannot explain this in the way that will make sense.
This guy's literally the only one here. He's just holding us up.
I can't explain this in a way that will make sense to anyone, I don't think. But the first person I came out to was a boy that I was dating at the time that I came out. Like,
you're like,
you know,
think I might not like.
Like it was funny. Like I said I think I was sobbing. I had a hard night. And like I was like sobbing, and like this guy who I had been like kissing and like cuddling with, and like all this stuff. Like I think I might be. Yeah, I said I think I'm bisexual, and he was like he like stifled a laugh because he was being polite, and he was like, I know.
He's like, you know, I kind of got that. I kind of got that vibe, you know.
Yeah, in terms of how repressed, you know, like
that is hilarious.
Like growing up in like Mormonism as a young queer person I don't know if you can beat that. Like,
oh God, I've been making out with you for weeks.
Yeah. So yeah, there you go.
Just getting tossed around here. Go. I love this level. It's so good. That is hilarious. I never had a moment like that in my life. I think me knowing that I was into dudes came pretty easy for me. Not that it was like easy for me to like live with it in like conservative Canada, but
of course,
you know.
But like having the understanding was maybe like less.
I was like, oh no,
was less repressive.
This is definitely a thing. Like there was no misunderstanding about it. But yeah, like, okay, I think we're good here. Yeah, just keep going. You, Godzilla, I swear to God. I think we're good here though.
Yeah. There's something I want to say, but it would involve somebody who's not on the call, and I don't know how they would feel about me bringing
Frick.
it
Okay,
up,
don't
so
go
I
that
won't.
way. This is the trap. Don't go. Oh, frick. Just go the easy way. Just go the easy way. Just go. Just go. Just go.
It's like there's sometimes when I'm like
Hell
having
yeah.
conversations with you on stream, and I like forget that we have like an audience and stuff, and I like almost say something that would
Yeah.
be like maybe a little bit like not great for like a public setting.
It's funny because like us like doing this is like we're just podcasting basically.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, we are basically podcasting, but like this is just how we talk. Like we're not like we're not really being all that performative. Like
No.
we're just having a conversation the same way that we always do. I don't know.
You waited until college to come out. I came out to my mom. I've said this before. I came out to my mom. I was out to other people before I came out to my mom. But I came out to my mom because, by the way, we always get this final. Because it was prom and it was high school and I was graduating. And she was like, so who's your date? Who's your date? Who's your date? And like I had a boyfriend for like a year at that point, like maybe longer. That like I had been with like a lot, like I had been visiting, and it was just this awkward moment where she was like, "Who's your date?" And I was in the car with her, and she's fine. She's just like, I was like, "So do you know why I'm not in like dating or bringing this person, like this girl, excuse me, this girl to prom?" And they're like, "Why? Are you gonna say you're gay?" I'm like, "Yeah." And she unironically said, "Oh, at least you're not one of those bisexual people." And I was like, okay.
What weird response, I think, but
Okay, so I just got sent in a freaking loop, so I will not be winning this, unfortunately.
yeah. I was in college before I decided to know I was queer. So that's fun. I was like literally 19 years old.
Decided to know.
Yeah, well, and like I feel like that's kind of that's got to be common for people in the ace spectrum.
Yeah,
to like
I
not
didn't
to like
know.
not totally like to feel like sexuality itself is kind of an enigma, you know, and to not like fully understand it like until like they're grown up and they've like explored their feelings a little bit and like experienced like intimacy in its various forms, but like
Yeah, for
but
sure.
like you know like but like I guess I didn't realize there was like any sort of like biromantic aspect to myself
Yeah.
until I was like 19 years old and I was still a Mormon at the time, and it was like well, I don't know, like it was basically every weekend. I lived in one college and my boyfriend lived in another college.
Mm-hmm.
And it was basically every weekend I would like look for like a ride share to go like to like 3-hour drive to like stay at his dormitory.
With your boyfriend that wasn't your boyfriend because you were cishet.
Yeah. Yeah, like that exactly. And like eventually like after you know we made things a little bit more official, like I remember like I felt so compelled to like hide it from my parents and
Yeah.
like like naturally and like so we would like when I was living at home, we would like both go to like another friend's house, so we would have a place where we could like, you know, like safely like be any amount of intimate with each other
Yeah.
without like being hounded about it. And
Yeah.
eventually my parents got mad at me because I wasn't spending enough time at home. And I was like, why do you care? I've been away from home like for the past like year, and they wouldn't give me like a good response. I think they could tell something was up.
Yeah.
Like I think they could tell I was hiding something from them, and they were not happy about that.
Yeah.
And the really ironic thing about that is that like when parents like raise you that way, like in such a way that they refuse to allow you to have secrets, you know?
I agree.
They get so surprised when suddenly you're an adult who doesn't tell them anything anymore. Like they act like they did nothing to deserve that.
Yeah, I
God,
agree. And no,
I
we're
should
not
I should
meaning this to
not
sound
I
like
should
a
not have daddy issues on stream, but like
Oh, it's fine. But yeah, we're not meaning this to sound like a podcast. This is just us hanging out for 3
this is
hours,
just
and
how we
also
do
you guys
it.
are here.
yeah.
Basically.
Anyway, you know, when I came out of the closet to my dad, I did not use the words like gay, bisexual, or anything like that. What I told him is that is that we had broken up now, but me and that person were more than friends while we were living together. And he was like, all right, that's fine. As long as you didn't have sex, as long as you never have sex before marriage, I don't care. And I was like, oh
okay.
Okay.
Well, that boat has sailed.
Sorry, yeah, like that ship left port an awfully long time ago.
Yeah, like at the time I was like at the time I actually thought I was gay when I said I was gay then, but like I then later discovered like no, actually I do like girls. And even then, at the time, I dated a girl named April. Not that I should, like, I guess it doesn't really matter. You're never going to know who this girl is. There's tens of Aprils out there in the world. But, like, I guess I did know I was, like, at least a little bit bi, and I just didn't tell her. But I dated a girl named April for a while, and I dated another girl before that. And, like, it took me a long, long time to, like, realize that, like, I was truly like bisexual, and then I'm like, no, actually I am bisexual like a lot. And then I thought I was bisexual, and then I realized that like actually gender sucks ass, and that I was just attracted to like not people, but like I don't know how to describe it. Like I'm attracted to like shared interests, to put it in a TOS way. But yeah, Peppermint Kit Kat, welcome to the clan. Thanks for swimming on by. Welcome. Thank you for the follow. Did the partner coming out as trans to help you realize that you were pan the whole time? That's the thing, is like I'm like, I don't really give a crap like what people are physically. That doesn't really matter to me. You know what I mean? I care about like who they are.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Which supposedly would make me Demi, but it's not that. It's not.
Well, no, not necessarily. See, I guess the thing is like when I was talking earlier about like aspectrum terms like agosexual and like queer platonic relationships, stuff like that, like all these terms that I think are useful, I don't think that like, you know, like my friend who said I've been using Demi the whole time, I don't think that's necessarily wrong.
Yeah, like somebody saying they're agender or non-binary, it's like, you know, you don't have to define what exact slice of that pie you are.
Yeah, like that's the thing is like ultimately my opinion is that gender and sexuality are both like completely made up. Like nothing is as stringent and like nothing fits as closely into like these like little boxes. Like I like saying that I'm agosexual, and I like saying that I'm ace, and I like saying that I'm like, you know, I guess biromantic. I am agosexual, I have a libido, and that libido is attracted to basically all genders, but not independently of gender.
Oh, frick.
So like so you know, like
go,
some people.
Slime is coming so fast.
So like really what it comes down to, I think, is like less like what perfect neat little box you fit into.
Oh, frick. Oh,
like,
God.
Oh shit.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh no, all these
the logs.
Yeah, it has a lot less to do with which of those like neat perfect little boxes you fit into, and like a whole lot more to do with how you prefer to describe it to people, and the way that like, you know, like makes the most sense to you. Oh, I didn't realize the tubby custard was rising.
I died. I died because I jumped in the air and somebody ran into me and knocked me into the slime.
Yeah.
Rulex334, welcome to the clan. Thanks for staying on by. Welcome. I actually like didn't. It's funny. One of the things that actually I realized after I like sort of started to understand my own gender was like when I was younger, like drag used to really bother me. And it took me a long time to realize that the reason it upset me wasn't because like of anything like about like I thought that those people were being ridiculous or that like anything like that. It took me a long time to bye. Full scent. It took me a long time to realize that that was about me being uncomfortable with my own gender and not with like what they were doing. It had nothing to do with that.
I've got many stories like that, actually. I mean,
I was like, wait, I actually don't have any problem with this. My problem is that I'm uncomfortable. It's like, you know how like the person that's like really anti-gay is just ends up being a closeted gay person?
Well, yeah, but like it's like there's And you might know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
Even though I use vague terms, but I've like a lot of like kink content used to just like vaguely frustrate me, and then I realized it's because I was
You're like, wait.
playing the wrong. Like in my mind, I was fantasizing about being the incorrect role. You know, and that's like, so like, yeah, I relate to that in some ways.
The real obstacles aren't obstacles, but other beans. It's always the beans, isn't it? The beans. But yeah. All that to say that my furry character made me queer.
It happens.
Did we only get one of those beans? I should have queued and did both. I'm not sure. Wait, no, there was only one beans. Okay. I thought I saw 2 beans. Dude, these low population games, man. Damn, you hate beans? Cosmic, get out. Immediately revoke your privileges to the Clam Club. That's like our whole thing. It's beans and clean Wi-Fi. That's like the whole thing.
Those are the 2 things.
Those are literally the 2 things.
Those are the 2 genders.
Yeah, the 2 genders, beans and clean Wi-Fi. Those are the only genders I want. Clean swear jar? No, the swear jar is not clean. Absolutely not. It is hilarious to me how many times I'll run into people that are like, no, but you do need to explain to me what clean Wi-Fi means. And I'm like, no.
No.
It is unknowable. You don't get to know. Like, it's so funny to me. Like, I've run into people that are like, no, you do have to tell me. I'm like, why? You have 2 jobs. Okay, I'm just gonna run it. I can't look at chat while I'm doing this. I've got to focus.
Yeah. Yeah, it's impossible to like play this game and read chat like extensively, I think. Yeah, like you know how I talk about my streams with you a lot and how like I have like I can't stream well if I can't like read chat and like engage with it a lot. Like I think the exception is when I have like someone else with me to talk to.
Yeah, that's
like
fair.
I just need like somebody else to like give me a dynamic of some type.
Are you kidding me?
What happened?
Oh my god, I was like literally
I just
on
watched
the ledge.
it. I just saw it. Oh my god.
Frick out of my way. This is my town. You want to make a jam and put clean Wi-Fi label on the top? I mean, I got stickers. I'm actually gonna, after Christmas, I'm gonna start sending stickers to people. Because I've got like 4 months till my next con, so I might as well send some of these 150 stickers that I've got left over to like subscribers and stuff. Why not? What flavor is clean Wi-Fi? It's like, you know, strawberry ice cream, but if you put Pop Rocks in it.
Oh.
It's like strawberry and it's like electric blue. You know how electric blue is like raspberry ice cream? It's like you mix those 2 together and then you put Pop Rocks in it.
I only like just this past year developed a taste for strawberry ice cream.
Really? I think it's so good. It's like one of my favorites.
No, it's one of my favorites too. You know what it took for me? It took for me to stop thinking of it as like fruit and to start thinking of it as like strawberry milk but frozen.
Yeah, that's essentially
like
what it is.
Once I had that realization, I was like, oh, I love it now.
Yeah, it's like really good.
I buy like strawberry. It's my favorite like mochi ice cream flavor. Is like
yeah, you want to make it even
now.
better. You put some Sprite in it.
Oh, some Sprite in. Wouldn't that work better with like sherbet? Like a.
I'm just joking. It's a Chris Sprilk joke.
Okay, yeah, but no, that would that's the thing though, is like I don't think that would be bad. I
Maybe not. I mean, like
sherbet,
literally floats exist, so you know.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm gonna fall off here. Yeah.
I think people need to expand their horizons with like floats, because everyone does root beer floats. I think people need to experience like a red.
I'm just saying that Coke probably isn't that bad.
It can't be that good.
I don't think it's that bad. I'm guessing. I've never had it.
I bet if you use like sweetened condensed milk, like a Thai tea, then it would probably be good and also very unhealthy.
Oh yeah, almost certainly very unhealthy. I mean, a root beer float isn't exactly like what the doctor ordered.
Yeah. But frick. I don't think Pilk is that. Like, Pilk can't be that good.
You don't think Pilk is it?
No, I don't think Pilk is it.
Honestly, it's a little close-minded of you.
Yeah, well, what can I say?
You're just a close-minded kind of person.
Yeah. Yep.
What if you just held your hands up the entire time you played the game? You just hold your hands up. I missed.
What if I held my hands up?
You can hold your hands up in the game by holding RT. And so you can just sit there and hold your hands up the entire time.
Oh.
It makes you run slower. It's not like Counter-Strike. I don't know that I'm gonna make it here.
I'm gonna make it. I'm at the finish line.
There are a lot of people between me and the finish line, so I'm a little scared. I did make it just barely. Oh my god.
Hell yeah. God, no.
I made strawberry ice cream from scratch with strawberry puree made from scratch. My friend didn't like it because it didn't taste like strawberries, but it was 50% strawberries by volume. That sounds incredible. Do you remember the Brian David Gilbert video where he made ice cream?
Yeah.
That was an amazing video.
I have to know what the Old Bay ice cream tastes like.
I do need to know what Old Bay ice cream tastes like. And I do think that if you put it with crab cakes, it would be incredible.
Oh, probably. I don't know.
Like if you put it with hot crab cakes that were like spicy, oh my god, I bet you it would be so good. But yeah, I would love to have an ice cream maker. Sorry?
Yeah, I mean, I would too, but also like...
I would never use it.
I would, yeah.
I want it, but I would never use it.
I would feel guilty. I would feel guilty for using it is the problem.
Yeah, the same way that I like made mayonnaise that one time, and then like never again made mayonnaise. It would be like that.
Although you know what I do? You know what I do have is like silicone, like ice cream molds that I used to make pelotas every now and then.
Yeah.
I've used that quite a few times, and I've made some pretty fucking delicious, like, popsicles. I made one that was like a strawberry chili, like, no, not strawberry. It was like a watermelon chili lime, like, thing. It was so good. I had for a week, and they were not that unhealthy. They didn't have, like, a lot of added sugar or anything. Like, I would be able to, like, eat them for dessert and be like, okay, I don't feel awful. I'm not going to gain, like, 3 pounds this weekend. You know, as opposed to when I buy, like, a whole thing of Oreos and just, like, run through them like a... like, I lose all self-control. Like, I'm so good about my diet on weekdays, and then on weekends, I just... Oh, wait, I took that from my own teammate. Why did I do that? Yeah, like, I just, like...
It is 14 seconds left.
I just like descend into hedonism. I become disgusting. Like,
That's me whenever I get sick.
Yeah.
Every time I get sick, I just become a giant gremlin. Puck was
telling me about you when you become sick, and it was so funny to me.
I become such a giant gremlin. I am like this pathetic little sick gremlin, and I'm like, there is nothing that will stop me from having whatever it is that I want. Like, if I'm injured or sick, like say I hurt my back or something like that, I'm just grumpy about it. I'll be like, we are ordering $200 worth of sushi, and Puck will be like, no, we're not. And I'll be like, you don't understand. We're ordering the sushi, and there's nothing they can do to stop me. Like, I will do it.
I find that so funny because like when I'm like sick or like mildly injured, I will wake up and I'll be like, oh, I need to take such good care of myself. I'll get like the coziest that I can possibly be. I will only eat soup, and I will like.
Oh no, I will eat like
I will get
pizza,
like
ice cream. Yeah. Like I will eat anything. Like pizza covered in ranch. Like I'm just like destroying
I feel like the difference is like you're trying to like compensate, I think, for how bad you feel when you do
essentially.
that. And
I'm trying to make myself feel better.
Yeah, and for me, it's like I guess I just try and become like the coziest possible, like like I don't know, like I don't feel like I'm trying to compensate. I'm trying to discover a type of comfort that I only have
here to have never heard of. Yeah.
Yeah, like
the boops.
Yeah, like I I'm trying to
no one has ever heard of such a legendary amount of comfort.
Yeah.
My God,
Yeah.
that duck is so comfortable.
Yeah, it's like it has to be comfortable in a way that if I was healthy, it would not. I've died. It would not be as comfortable, you know. Like if I was
Yeah.
like not sick, then it wouldn't I wouldn't feel like I was giving myself the tender, loving care that I deserve, you know.
That is fair,
like I'll
yeah.
I'll like hold a plushie. I'll wear sweatpants all day, and like.
Oh no, I
will
do the
drink, like,
sweatpants thing.
tea
Like,
and, like-
I do that too. Like
Yeah.
I will wake up out of bed and like, oh my God, I'm gonna get eliminated because I can get past the stupid friggin' hammers. I will wake up out of bed and I like won't shower until like the evening. I like just will do nothing but play video games and like eat pizza for like the entire day. But like literally I become like such a gremlin about it. I'm like, no, like you don't. Oh, frick. Okay, I hate slime
you're
climb. Slime
like
climb
you're
suck
like
my ass.
bitter about it.
Yeah, I get mad about it. I'm like, I'm done with being sick. All right, I'm getting out of here. Slime climb can actually get out of here.
Yeah, see, like I feel like if I have like a sore leg or something, for example,
Yeah.
when I'm home from work, it's like I can't explain this logic, and I'm hoping anyone else has experienced this, but like it's like such an opportunity for me. Like I'll be like yes, I get to practice a type of self-care. You know,
You're like excited about it.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
so
I'll
mad about it.
prop my sore leg up like under a pillow when I sleep, and I'll be like, yes, this is it. I am experiencing taking care of myself. Like,
I get so upset. Like I genuinely get so upset about it. I'm readied up, by the way.
yeah,
I've got a
hold on,
couple,
I
maybe
said.
one or two more in me. But yeah, like that's how I end up being. Like I'll just be like, no, I don't care about how comfortable I am. I don't care about anything. I need a root beer float and a pizza and 6 burgers and a tub full of ice cream. Hi, Frosty Blue, welcome.
Yeah, I mean, I do the same thing when it's like snowing or like raining outside, where I'll be like, oh yes, I have to be indoors. I get to like wrap up in a blanket and like there's just like a mood. There's like a mood that I only get when I'm either terribly sick or if the weather is like terrible outside. You know, where like
I do the same gremlin angry grumpy when if I ever get like dehydrated, I become like the least happy person on earth. I become insufferable. Like everything is everyone else's problem until I have some sort of fluid in me. It's crazy.
Oh, I think that's funny.
Yeah, as far as food goes, my husband did order Chinese like literally an hour and a half ago, and I've been smelling it all night, and it is destroying me.
Sounds
from the
amazing.
inside, so
Yeah, I've been realizing lately that like when I have days where like I don't have coffee until like 11,
yeah.
I don't get pissy. But what I do become is like I'm incapable now of having a regular conversation. You know, and it's like so like I'll be there like just like trying to think, like in like a sprint meeting or something at work, and I'll be like, the past week yeah, just like racking my brain and like trying to
See, that's just me all the
organize
time.
my thoughts.
Because I'm
Yeah.
ADHD and my brain works faster than my mouth, and I'll just be like See what happens in that situation is that like I come up with something that I wanted to say, but my brain has already thought about it, processed it, and then moved on. And so like I then have to tell my brain like no, go back. There was something that you had to say.
Yeah.
And then like I just can't get there. It becomes very weird. Because I'll just like my brain will stop and I'll just be like, wait, what was I supposed to say?
Yeah,
Advanced strategy, by the way.
I don't know. I for sure have like probably an addiction to coffee.
Oh, I mean, like probably like 80% of America does.
Yeah.
When I gave up coffee, it was the worst 3 days of my entire life.
You're
Like,
not supposed to do it cold turkey.
Oh yeah, no, but I did because I was like, oh, I'm getting anxiety from this. I'm not going to allow it anymore. I basically just said no. Oh my God.
I would not, like, I don't want to give up coffee, but if I did, like I would do it like I would do it like 4 ounces at a time. It would be like I would all right, like have 24 ounces most of the time. I'll go to 20. I'll go to 16.
Girl, what the?
I'll go to 12.
Dude, the middle is a trap.
Yeah, no, it's impossible. I'm going around the outside, around the outside, around
Yeah,
the
I'm
outside.
going round the outside, round the outside, round the outside is the thing.
I see you like flip-flopping around next to me here, and it's like this is actually a nightmare. This is the worst, I think. Okay, I'm just here. Hail Mary. Oh, damn it. Yeah, you know, you got the right.
Dude, we're not. This sucks ass. Uno Mas is the thing. This sucks. I'm done.
Yeah, I give up. This one
no
is
way.
hard.
How are you even supposed to get past this? This is insane. Left side is the way to go. It turns out we went the wrong way every time. All right. Uno Mas.
Yeah, I remember how like I was so nervous about my parents like finding out like that I drink coffee because you know they're Mormons. Mormons aren't allowed to
right.
do that.
You're not allowed to have coffee because you have a caffeine addiction.
Yeah, and I have to have it. Like I bring cold brew with me when I visit my family for Christmas.
And they're like,
no, they're not
Would you
actually.
be a little sensitive?
They've become very cool with it. You know,
okay.
they'll be, you know, like
it's
my
like
mom
watching
like
their
even
gangster son smoke.
Yeah, like she even like sat me down one time and was like, you know, if you need to like bring your French press over to the house, me and your father won't be offended. And I'm like, okay, thank you. Like I'll do that. I appreciate
Thank
it.
God.
Like yeah, like.
But
So,
yeah,
like,
when I gave up coffee cold turkey, like my head was just like, I literally didn't exist for 3 days. It was brutal.
yeah, I would not be doing well. Like I remember last time I went until like 1 p.m. without coffee. It was when I was getting an upper endoscopy. So I couldn't eat or drink like anything like leading up to it, and I decided to book it at like 10 because I wanted to sleep in, and I realized later that that was a huge mistake. So like I'm like being like let out of the hospital at 1:30 p.m. like with the most massive headache I think I've had in my entire life, and my dad's just like, do you need anything? And I'm like, stop at McDonald's, please.
Please God.
I mean, like I don't need much, like, and I didn't need much. I got a small coffee, and like after I drank like 12 ounces, which is a lot less. That's like about half as much as I drink on
Can
a
I tell you about
standard day.
American sizes, by the way?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, 12 ounces is like a large in Canada.
Oh, for coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are a lot of like the fancier places, like they only serve 16 ounces, and like that's probably healthier. But that's the thing is like I've read studies on it, and like what they say is like unless you have like hypertension or something, you can get away with like 32. And when you start getting like above 32 per day, then it might start having like adverse effects on your health.
Yeah.
Other than that, you just get addicted.
I have a story
Which
about
is an adverse
sizes in
effect.
America. I was at Anthrocon in God knows what year, before anybody here was born. And I didn't know this about America yet because it was like not my first time in America. I'd been to America, but so we went to a Wendy's, and I guess I'd never really like ordered my own food in America or something. But we go to this Wendy's, and I'm like, oh, okay, I just want to go to a Wendy's, right? Like I'm just gonna grab whatever. God. Okay. And in Canada, they didn't at the time have small meals, large meals, and medium meals or whatever.
They just had meals.
They just had, this is the meal, and do you want larger fries or a drink? This sucks ass, by the way. I hate this. This is like the combination of everything that's awful in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna fail.
I've got a coworker who literally eats a Cinnabon and like a Big Gulp every day for breakfast.
Oh my God, I'm gonna become the fucking Joker, dude. But anyway, so I came up and so they're like, oh, so I just ordered a meal. And they're like, oh, do you want it small, medium, or large? And I'm like, I don't know, medium, I guess. That's like the middle option, right? So give me that. And so they're like, all right, coming right up. And they bring me out what I could only describe as like a catastrophic amount of
Thanksgiving
French fries.
feast.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, how could anybody ever finish this sheer volume of food? It was unbelievable. Like, in my life, I don't think I've ever seen that many French fries.
Yeah, I usually, like these days when I go to a place like that.
I was literally number
usually-
42.
I usually order like a hamburger, like a Beyond Burger or like an Impossible Whopper or whatever, and I'll get like a small fry if I'm like really hungry.
Yeah, like
That's
I'm
it.
happy
For
if,
dinner,
like,
I eat a lot.
if I go to a Wendy's, I'm happy to get like a small burger. Like I'm good. You know what I mean? I don't need a lot of food.
Yeah, although
Especially
like
when you look
my
at it, it's
favorite.
like, oh, this one burger is like 480 calories. I'm like, it's like a third of the calories you're supposed to eat today, bro. Like,
Yeah, I love to eat a lot of. Like I like to eat a lot of food, but I like it in the form of like a salad, where it's like I'm
Yeah,
gonna eat
I love a
so
huge
much
salad.
I'm gonna eat so much fucking salad. Yeah, like I love that.
I've never played Hit Parade.
I don't know what you do. Navigate obstacles.
just go.
Right, we just go to the end.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love a huge salad. I love like a lot of soup.
Eating 2 meals
Although
a
that
day,
has a lot of sodium.
you can't justify 2 meals a day when 2 of your meals are 2,000 calories each, alright? Like, just because you only eat 2 meals doesn't mean that you can get an extra large French fry and a triple stacked Big Mac or something. Like,
Yeah, my meals are like I have like a PB&J at lunch and like that's it, and then I'll have like, you know, like I'll have a larger entree for dinner, and that's probably not the healthiest way to do it. Like a tiny lunch and a massive dinner, but like that's typically like, you know, that's typically how I do it, and like. It hasn't been that bad for my weight. Like I maintain.
I don't know
But like
if you're gonna qualify here. Oh my god. Go, 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 go. Oh my god, just barely. Yeah, the larger sizes in America are insane. Like literally, like when you order a large fry in America. By the way, why is it called a large fry? Why isn't it called a large fries? Anyway,
I don't know.
I don't know what's up with that, but it is called a large fry in America, not fries. Anyway, when you order a large quote-unquote fry, you should not get an entire basket of French fries. You should not get like a whole bag of French fries, like 8 pounds of it, and they put it in a friggin' like 4-liter cup for you. It's insane. It's truly nuts. You eat 1 meal a day with no snacking. I could never accomplish that.
I wouldn't be able to.
I had a good sized lunch today, and when I got home, I still wanted a snack.
Yeah, my doctor tried to sell me, like back when I was starting to try and lose weight.
On like intermittent fasting or something.
No. What he was recommending, I don't think he would have, because I think he would have thought intermittent fasting wouldn't work for me, and he would have been right. But like,
I don't even know what the point of this map is.
like what he was suggesting to me was like, it was like something called like Body for Life, which was like a meal plan where it's like you eat 6 meals a day.
Oh yeah, no, I could never be that
and it's
invested.
like, you know, yeah, and he'd be like, yeah, just 1 protein and 1 carb. So let's say you have like an apple and some string cheese, and then like, you know, like, and just do that like scattered throughout the day. And it's like, that's like nice and all. I appreciate the thought.
Apparently that is like the correct way to eat.
Yeah, but like it doesn't fit in with like the American work schedule.
No,
like,
it doesn't.
It's not like.
And did you know? Okay, I actually do know this about American. Like the whole thing where you're supposed to eat lunch at noon and you eat dinner at 6 and you eat breakfast at like 8 or 9 or whatever the hell it is. That literally was invented by just like Kellogg, basically.
Yeah, basically.
Like that was invented by like Henry Ford and Kellogg's, essentially. Basically, like the American dream was to have 3 meals a day and like work 9 to 5 and whatever, right? It's crazy.
But, you know, like later on,
I did keto for a little bit and I did lose like 8 pounds, but then the thing about
you lose quickly on keto.
I lost a lot of weight really fast, but the thing they don't tell you about having keto and eating like 18 pounds of fat a day is that you have the gnarliest poops. Oh my god, it's really bad. It's so bad. Oh my god.
I mean, the same thing kind of happens when you first start doing plant-based, and then it normalizes a little bit.
Zaku,
but like,
all right, Zaku, welcome to the clan club. Thanks for swinging on by. Thank you for the follow.
Yeah, but like when I, oh, is this the finals?
Yeah.
Oh, fun. Yeah, so like when my doctor saw that like veganism was working for me, and that like, you know, like I had lost like 90 pounds at that point, and I was like, yeah, I know, I'm sorry I didn't do like your Body for Life thing, and he's like, no, this is working like a lot better for you. So
your gut biome does change over time, like when you're doing keto. But I will say, I know how biology works, and when you're eating that much fat every day, there's no amount of gut biome that changes the amount that you're eating that much fat a day. That's how you get stinky poop.
I do like to go low carb when I go low carb when I'm trying to lose like a quick 5 pounds or whatever, and it works really well. This guy just threw me. Yeah, I'm good. This guy just threw me onto the thing, and then it just pushed me along for 3 full rotations. It was awesome.
That seemed like it was fun.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm still just so nervous about the idea of having a lot of saturated fat. I'm so worried about cholesterol and stuff. Even though that's probably not that much of a concern for me anymore, I still avoid saturated fats as much as possible.
I am sort of the opposite. I actually sort of default to trying to avoid carbs in general. If I get I saw you avoid all the rice in the one meal we had. If we have a meal that's it's like what we had where it's Mediterranean and it's oh yeah, there's all this kafka, or there's what was it called, shawarma, and then there's a salad or whatever. I'll eat all the salad and I'll eat all the meat, and then I'll have a few bites of the rice and I just throw the rest out. I'm just not into it.
That's the thing is I love carbs so much, and when I get all that rice, and especially if I've got hummus to mix into it and shit, at that point it's all right, I bought this to treat myself. I'm gonna let myself
That's
have
fair.
it, but
I just
on weekdays.
If we have a
weekdays,
burger, I don't eat the French fries. If we have a steak, I don't eat the potato. I just tend not to because I'm it's not really what I'm into. I just don't like it that much.
You're all about those savory flavors.
Yeah.
God, I fucking love carbs. I don't have that much of a sweet tooth, but I love carbs. I love bread. I love fucking pasta. Obviously, I love pasta.
Yeah.
It's my whole thing. Although I don't love pasta as much as my streams
Tatsu,
would lead
I never experienced a having too much energy that you don't know what to do with it stage in keto. I definitely never got into ketosis. What I did have, like I said, other than the stinkiest poops of all time, was when I first started trying to do it, I was how the frick are you supposed to eat 2,000 calories? I literally was stuffing my face with cheese and meat literally all day, and I'm entering it into my calorie calculator, and I'm I'm still 500 calories short. I need to eat a steak before bed or else I'm not eating enough food.
Yeah,
you know, insane.
when I first went vegan, back when I was vegan, for the first 2 weeks, it was I would smell my neighbors had a pizza, and my eyes would glaze over, and I would wake up in an oil field with blood all over my hands. That's how bad it was. That's how much I craved meat and cheese. And now now I don't want either of those things anymore, really.
Yeah, no, for
I
sure.
don't meat no longer registers as food to me, actually. And I think that weird out quite a bit, but it doesn't read as food to me anymore.
Okay, so very similar topic. There is a podcast, Radiolab.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Radiolab did an episode about this woman that she was bitten by a tick, and then there was a disease transfer to her, not Lyme disease, where she was allergic.
She became
to meat.
allergic to meat. She became allergic to red meat specifically, right?
Specifically because of this sugar called alpha-galactosamine, I believe it is.
Yeah.
So it's short for alpha-gal, or alpha-gal is a short for it. There was an update to that episode that they released this week. Where a scientist went out and designed a pig that does not have alpha-gal. But they didn't do it for edibility. They did it in order to allow better organ transplants from pigs. Because what they found is that the sugar was one of the reasons why they were having organ rejections, right? And what was interesting about it is that they went back and talked to this woman who apparently was one of the inspirations for them adding it and talking to the FDA and adding it as a food source and being well, we're going to apply for use of this with the FDA for organ transplants. Well, we'll also try adding it to edible food. Why not? Why shouldn't we, right? And so they went and told her about it, and she was like, yeah, I still don't want it. But apparently the funny thing about it is that, remember in the podcast, she loved meat. Like when this happened to her, she was like, I love meat. Like I love eating meat. I like the texture of meat. I like the flavors. She loved it. And then after she stopped eating meat, she just sort of just like grew to be this person that was like, I don't understand eating meat. I don't want to eat meat. I don't like desire it in any way, shape, or form. And then when she was talking about it, she's like, after a while, she was actually upset that they had done this to make genetic pigs that were edible, because she's like, so what we did is we basically just made it so that the pigs were edible for my benefit. Like I didn't ask the pig to be that.
Yeah,
you know
see,
I mean?
and I think that kind of, like, that would probably force a person's value system to change. And maybe that's what happened, is I had stage 2 hypertension.
Yeah.
And I think my value system may have changed a little bit when I started, like, avoiding meat to make sure that my heart didn't explode. And, like, now it's, like, super under control. Like, it worked. My blood pressure is normal, but, like, well, I don't know. Like that is actually so interesting.
Yeah, I thought it was really interesting conversation. You should listen to it. It's like the last 15 minutes or something like that. I think you would identify it a lot. Identify with it like a fair bit. Because it's like these feelings where she's like, you know, I used to do this, and now I don't really understand why people do it at all. Like, it became very important to her that she specifically was not this thing, and that like the animals' rights were considered over everything else.
Yeah.
And the really messed up thing is they named the first pig after her that they slaughtered and made into food sauce.
That's terrible.
And she was like, she's like, you're joking, right? And they were like, no, we're not joking.
And she was finding about this on Radiolab.
On Radiolab. Yeah.
God.
And it was like really
that would be so awkward as an interviewer, I think.
Yeah,
too.
for sure. And they had to tell her, right? Because they did this interview, and they thought that she would be very excited about it, because she's like, oh, I can eat meat again. But then they found out that her whole lifestyle and her thing was like completely changed.
Which, to be fair, like that is like premium, like Radiolab content. That's like exactly the type of shit they would probably like. That's their bread and butter, is like.
Yeah.
Just
but those like shocked expectations and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a very interesting conversation. The one thing that bothered me about it was that I understood her perspective, where it's like, well, we were like asking, well, is it really my right to ask the pig to die so I can eat it, or to give us its organs? And it got a little weird when she started talking about, by the way, you just barely.
Yeah, I know.
It got a little weird when she was talking about, like, well, why she got into like, well, we shouldn't necessarily ask the pig to give us their organs. And I was like, okay, I get what you're saying. And then she's like, well, maybe if our perspectives were different and we didn't just expect our animals to be serviced to us, then we would have come up with an artificial kidney now. And I'm like, well, okay, hang on.
I don't know about that. Yeah, that seems like a highly unqualified statement.
Yeah, I'm like, you think we're not literally trying to do that literally all the time? Like, biologists aren't literally trying to do that literally all the time, and that's like not our whole thing.
Like people, like one of the questions you get very used to when you eat a plant-based diet is like, so are you excited about like lab-grown meat? You know, and like the answer, I think like most people that I talk to about this, who are also like vegetarian or plant-based or whatever, like most of them will like be like, no, not really.
Yeah, I know.
like you guys can eat it, I don't care, but I you know, like I've got food that I like already, you know, and I don't need
that.
Yeah, like, so like, sorry, I'm concentrating. So like even when it comes to like the Impossible Burger, for example, which tastes like close enough to meat, like to like satisfy the craving or whatever, like it's something that like, why are you pulling it further away, dude?
Because they're being a giant dick.
We all need to use it.
Oh my god, I was on it and somebody knocked me off.
Anyway, yeah, like even like the Impossible Burger, like I prefer like a good black bean burger, if I'm being like totally honest.
Here, push this with me. Push this.
Yeah. I've got this one here. This should do it.
See, and then all the sheep go with us. And now we're gonna qualify first because we're amazing.
Yeah, because we worked together.
Because we worked together. Almost like if you just parked or if you just like let traffic go, then maybe the traffic jam would leave, would be solved.
But yeah, you know, like a lot of people are like, well, why do you need your like?
I will say, like, I really enjoy savory flavors and I like eating meat. It is like something that I really like. But what I will say is that like the Impossible Burger and Impossible Meats as ground meat, they're good enough that I could give up ground meat and just eat that. I would be happy to. And if they could make that like as good as like, you know, other meats that I would want to eat. And to be honest, it's not like there's like certain meats I really
and
like.
as inexpensive, I think is important.
Yeah. I would be happy to. You know what I mean?
As widely accessible as well. You know, like there are so many problems with the plant-based like.
Oh shit,
like,
Webster!
Product industry. We're playing basketball.
Yo, you can show me how good you are at dunking.
Yeah.
Basketball, Webster. I got a basketball, Webster.
we do actually have to play. We have to play NBA Jam.
NBA Street Jam. Oh no, absolutely.
Like on
I am gonna dunk so hard on them
so
immediately at the start. I've already dunked. I dunked on them already.
I'm mostly playing
points
defense right now. Okay.
Go, go, go. I need D, I need D, I need D. I need somebody to cover me.
you need D, huh?
I need the D, I need D. I just scored on myself.
Oh,
wait.
Sorry. You're on my team. Hold on.
I think I just scored on my own basket. Oh no. That's why that guy was just letting me go, huh?
Damn it.
Frick. Okay, I'm gonna play some D here.
I'm trying to let this guy score. Please. Go. Yo, take it to the paint.
I'm going. I'm gonna dunk. Thank you for the D. Dunk. Hell yeah. I'm going. This is the wrong way.
By the way.
It's the wrong way is the thing. There's a ball right there. There's a ball right there. Webster, we're so good at basketball.
Oh yeah.
We're like really good at basketball is the thing.
Yeah, we whip ass.
Yeah, we whip ass at basketball. What if I did like a sick layup?
Yo, we do an alley-oop.
Yeah, I actually almost did an alley-oop. Yo, let's go. I can't believe that the faded basketball finally happened. I wanted basketball so bad. By the way, we're both in the finals. I'm pretty sure here. There's 6 left.
Oh yeah.
There is a 33% chance that one of us takes the crown in our last game of the night.
Oh, that's pretty good. That would be actually.
I would love for it to be
awesome
Jump Club or whatever, and then we could just collude. Royal Fumble. Oh god, this is it's tail tag, and one of us has the tail.
This is the worst.
This is literally the worst final.
This is the worst possible scenario. All right, well, whatever.
We just have to get it and just play D. Basically.
We have to play D.
If one of us could get the crown in the last game of the night, I'd be so happy.
Oh, there's the tail.
It's this guy, yeah.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, wait. Get him. Go, Webster, go. I'll play defense.
No.
Get this Among Us guy. I have the tail, go.
I'm trying to help you. No, god damn it.
Dang it. Get him.
Oh, no, sorry.
I have the tail.
Teamwork does not. Okay.
This guy grabbed. Get him.
Go. You go. I'll hold them back.
The problem is that he's fast.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it feels like some of the characters are faster than others, and I can't figure out why that would be. Keep it. No. Oh shit. 3, 2, 1.
Shit!
Come on. Yo!
Let's go! Let's fucking go! Hell yeah! Victory Royale, baby! Let's go!
Yes.
Oh my god! Literally all night, all this crap.
Yeah.
Yo, can I get dabs in chat? Can I get Sync-Out1 dabs in the chat? Heavy dab spam.
I want to yell, but
heavy
my
dab
neighbors
spam.
would be so mad at me.
Huh?
All right. I want to yell, but my neighbors would get so mad at me.
Yeah, they're gonna call the cops on you.
Yeah, they'll call the cops like they did that one time.
Yo, let's go! Holy crap! Oh my god.
Damn, congratulations. Was that your first victory?
I think it was like technically my first, even though I think I did win one before. Like I ran at the crown and didn't realize I had to grab the crown.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, let's go. Oh my god.
Where did it go? Oh, hell yeah.
I'm so excited. That was so great. Okay, I'm going to go to the trophy beach now, and Webster, you're going to be sent to the void real quick.
Oh my god, it's cold.
It's cold in here, I know. It's weird, right?
Tastes like Smarties.
Yeah, we won. I won after scoring on my own goal is the thing. I did do that. Webster, are you still there? Hey, can you check on your dad real quick?
It wasn't my dad. It was my shadow dad.
It was your shadow dad. Is your shadow dad
he
still
wants-
there? Is he going to beat you up?
No, he wants to play catch. He wants to teach me how to throw the ball, and then he wants to take me fishing. And then he wants to teach me that it's okay to cry.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
I think I am going to raid Vapor. Let's raid Vapor today. I haven't raided Vapor in a while. Yeah, that was legendary. I'm really happy that I got the win there. Thank you so much, Webster, for making it happen or helping me assist me. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have dunked so hard that we wouldn't have won that basketball game.
I actually did not score a single. I played defense basically the entire time, like holding.
You played
other people
defense the
back,
entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
so
fine.
that's the
But
fun
we
thing.
didn't need you to dunk so hard. That's the thing, is that we needed you to dunk that hard. Anyway, welcome back from the Shadow Realm. Okay, yeah. Dad, he's gone. Okay, I am going to be streaming again on Saturday. I think we're going to go back to Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. That's going to be it for tonight. I'm going to raid Vapor today. Thank you so much for everybody coming. Let's hit Vapor with the wait, I'm not Vapor. Victory. This can be the raid message. I messed it up real bad already. This can be the raid message. I think it's great. We're gonna do Victory Royale as the raid message. Thanks for everybody that showed up. I really appreciate all the support. If you haven't followed Webster, you should follow Webster, because Webster's an awesome streamer and you should go watch them because they're funnier than me and cuter than me. So there's that. Put that in the chat. Webster, when are you streaming next?
Probably tomorrow night at 6 Pacific, 9 Eastern.
No idea what you're doing, I'm assuming.
I mean, I've got some ideas of things I could do. I might do Celeste, but most of the
about
time,
what I expected.
but my plan was to play Celeste yesterday until 1 hour into the stream, and we changed our mind. So like that's kind of how it's very improvisational at WebsterDuck.live. So
yeah,
we'll figure it out.
So anyway, thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate all the support. I will see you guys on Saturday. Yeah, that's it for it. All right, you want to say goodbye, Webster? No, apparently they don't.
I said goodbye.
Okay, maybe I didn't hear it. All right, bye guys.
Yeah, sorry.
Thanks for the stream. Bye.